I like most about fighting the adrenaline that goes through your body, walking into the cage, you're back there, it's the unknown factor while you're warming up, knowing that anything could happen and, did you prepare the best to your ability to be able to go in there and just dominate a fight. Just like when I grew up wrestling, it was the same thing. It was like we trained so hard and we put everything we had into a sport. Go out there, it's just you alone. And so, the adrenaline that goes through your body, the what if factor, the unknown, that's what, I love about fighting the most. My nickname, the Spaniard, it was, I watched Gladiator a lot when I was in college. Every time before a big duel or before a huge tournament, then that motivated me to go out there and just, leave everything behind me. When you go in there and fighting, you just you try to be as stone cold as possible, but afterwards, when the commentator comes in and talks to you after the fight, you can just remove your mask and everyone's just like, oh man, this guy's awesome. If you win the fans, you win your reward, From when I was 3 years old till I was about 24, just wrestled every day. For my fighting style, I try to mimic my wrestling style, which was get in there, mix it up as much as I can, gas my opponent out, and just take technique out of the window and just make it an all-out brawl. For my training camp, it's a very unique situation. I'm able to pretty much be like a freelancer. Growing up, when I wrestled, my dad would take us from city to city to get the best competition and the best practices we could that day. And so I took that aspect into my training for fighting. It was like, okay, I have a lot of friends that I grew up with wrestling who fight now, who are, ranked top in the world. TJ Dillashaw, Cub Swanson, Chad Mendez, just Joe Benavidez. Just started training with them and be part of their championship training camps has been a blessing. When I train, I mainly focus on myself because, getting better, did I get better at that practice? Because when you're practicing with a guy like TJ Dillashaw and Cub Swanson, and then you got Jake Gallenberger, Aaron Pico, all in the same workout room, there's such a different mixture of people there that you're gonna have to be able to adjust during the practice. So now the what if factor comes into a fight where if a guy you're fighting orthodox all of a sudden switch to southpaw, you're able to make that adjustment in the middle of the fight. Or if you're trying to dictate a fight and things aren't going good and you make the simple adjustment and fight southpaw instead of orthodox, or switch up your timing and switch up your rhythm, you're able to come out on top. I think what sets me apart amongst other fighters is my willingness to win, just to go out there and just let it all loose, and it's not even the willingness to win, it's just to go out there and put on a performance, leave it all out there from the moment the bell rings to, to the referee pulls me off or to the last bell rings. I don't go in there and try to end the fight right away. I go in there wanting to fight, wanting to get in the mix and put myself in positions that I do in practice because I know I've been there before and I know I can work out of any position possible. So, I think that's my biggest X factor in my game is going out there and pretty much a guy's gonna have to kill me to take me out, So.